Memorial Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the LSU Tigers and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
All right, Holly. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Wide receiver comes in motion. Burrowing for yardage. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
They came into this game wanting to demoralize this defense by running the football. And here you see on the opening drive of the game, 3rd down. Defense was expecting run. They just ran it down their throat. And they got that 1st down easily.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Out wide left, it's Jefferson. Finds a crease at the 20. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Williams. Just a little off. Incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Williams will pass. Rush right in his face. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Williams to the air again. Out wide right, it's Anderson. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Cuts it upfield. It's Berry. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. He'll take it himself. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the 1st down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Just smothered on the play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Levitt. Fires left. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you can tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
They want to run this quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Complete to start this drive. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Unloads it left. That's reeled in, it's Watkins. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They go to the draw. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
The give to the single back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The give. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Williams. They're all over him. A strike downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
The Trojans are rolling down the field. Sends it back in motion. Williams looking for a man. The screen, he can go. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Trying to establish the run. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game. Stop in the backfield, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great push and penetration from that defensive front.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Looking for space. It's Berry. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I know that wasn't a big game, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions. They got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air. It's Levitt. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. There he goes. Touchdown, Trojan. A pick 6. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Drops back on first down. Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Got it looking for the first down. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's Williams to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Runs through the tackle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Williams will pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Couldn't set his feet.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Now on third down for this offense. Throwing, Williams. Fires to the wideout. Left side, it's Weaver. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a third down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, USC! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Huskers who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team.
They keep it on the ground to open the third. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Dropping back, it's Levin. Firing for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working the middle, it's complete. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. Third down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the fourth down.
Snapped on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Motion from the back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. And the Trojans in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Got some green grass. He's past the marker. Turning it on. The 40. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the move. The ball is out behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Williams, under pressure, takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolute shank. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Going to take a shot. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. Williams. Here comes the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Out wide left, it's Weaver. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Here's Williams to throw. Uncorks it. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Got an alley. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
To crease, it's Cox. Jumped on top of the pile.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Third down from the gun, Williams. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Wide receiver going in motion. On the ground, it's Cox. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Keeps it on the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. And it's no good. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's a throw downfield late. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh,